Well, there are some state lawmakers pushing to raise Georgia's minimum wage. Right now, it's sitting at around $5.15 an hour, one of the lowest in the country. For years, Georgia's minimum wage has faced an uphill battle. 11 Alive's Joe Ripley has more on the fight to change that.
Democratic State Representative Dewey McClain filed a bill last week aiming to nearly triple Georgia's minimum wage from $5.15 to an even $15 an hour.
You get them $15 an hour, they're not going to put it away in the stock market. They're not going to go to the bank and open a 401k. They're going to spend more money.
$15 an hour equates to $31,200 a year before taxes. Democratic State Representative Stacey Evans filed another bill that would give local governments the authority to set their own minimum wage.
It's beyond time to raise the minimum wage. Working families all across the state and across this country are hurting. Minimum wage has got to keep up with inflation.
Several Republicans opposed to the bill say they believe businesses could raise prices or go under should the minimum wage increase. Ashley Buzzy owns Press Shop in Atlanta and says paying a fair wage is how she stays in business.
Like, you should go into business if you welcome the challenge of knowing how to provide an affordable, valuable good to your customers while also paying employees who are able to deliver those goods in an effective way.
Representative McClain tells me since becoming a state lawmaker in 2013, he's tried unsuccessfully 6 times to raise the minimum wage in Georgia. He's hopeful at least this session it'll make it to a floor vote. In Atlanta, Joe Ripley, 11 Alive News.
All right, thanks a lot, Joe. So we want to give you some fast facts about Georgia's minimum wage. Our sources tonight are the U.S. Department of Labor and Georgia's laws pertaining to minimum wage. So we can verify, first of all, that Georgia is tied with Wyoming for having the lowest minimum wage in the country, at both sitting at $5.15 an hour. Now, there are some exceptions where Georgia employees would not be entitled to minimum wage. We have listed a lot of them there, 8 of them on your screen. So it includes any employer with less than 5 employees, the farming industry, and any employee who is a high school or college student. In cases under the state and federal minimum wage laws, you are entitled to the higher wage, which is the federal, at $7.25 an hour. Now, if you work 40 hours a week at Georgia's minimum wage, that's a little more than $200 a week. That's before taxes.